Hello everyone, it's me, Geeking, and we're back with another unboxing. Today we got from Beyblade X, Helm Knight 580T X, Yellow Kong D60GB. And yeah, well, this is the last actual houseboat thing. All I got left for this wave is collab packs, which I've not found yet. I don't think I'm ever going to find them, at least for a good price. But yeah. Pretty cool pack, and well, I'll save it for once I get it open. But this is from Hasbro, HC Up, also from TT, and well, it's been a bit. So for the box, we have the names right here, plus in the types. Yellow Kong is stamina, while Helm Knight is balance. We have a little cutout window showing the base, a little rip tab, but I don't do that because I like to keep my boxes. A little image render just showing the two bays clashing. And what's clear, this pack is just the bays. This is a double pack, all you get is just the bays. Well, flip over onto this side. It's nothing special, just kind of continuing the strip. And we flip over here, it's just advertising the app, which is free to download on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. Flip down here, we do have our QR code. And we flip to the back, we have Yellow Kong D60GB, which is a right spin stamina type bay. Yellow Kong, the blade itself is a right spin stamina blade. Attack 13, defense 37, stamina 50. We have D60, attack 15, defense 9, stamina 6, height 60. So has 3 points of contact and is 60 millimeters tall. And then for the bit, GB, which stands for Gear Ball, which, honestly, if you're trying to preserve stamina, I don't think you want to burn it, because the gear bits do burn for your stamina, so I don't understand why they would give it to a stamina bit. But I guess to make sure every kind of type of bay has a gear variant. Bat attack 10, defense 15, stamina 45, dash 30, burst 30. And then we go back to the other side. If I can. It's hard to do it when I have double packs. Alright, guess we're doing it like this. We have Helm Knight 580T, which is a right spin bounce type bay. Helm Knight itself is a right spin defense type. See, there's a difference. It's not always going to be the same type. Attack 20. Defense 55, stamina 25. It comes with the 580 ratchet. Attack 12, defense 8, stamina 10, height 80. So 580 has 4 points of contact and is 80 millimeters tall. And then for the bit, we have T, which stands for taper. Attack 35, defense 20, stamina 20, dash 25, burst 80. Yeah. I was bringing the camera back down. Alright, well, let's pop it open. Always be careful using scissors or anything sharp, especially if you're a youngin'. And so you should ask a supervised adult for help. And apologies in advance if I don't show it all on camera. I do try not to get my fingers caught. Alright, so there's that. Not because of that, because the scissors do it in too tight. Alright, there we go. And lastly, alright, that was somewhat successful. Put down here. And the papers always seem to get stuck. I moved that off to the side. There's nothing else left in this box, so let's just quickly close it up. That. Well, let's pop this open. Alright, there we go. Sometimes these papers are easy, other times they're like too stuck together. Alright, so this just shows you how to assemble the bay, but I do show that off anyways. Then this shows you how to launch the bay, parts of the stadium, do's and don'ts, how to score points. It's first to 4, but me personally, I play first to 5. Unless I'm doing teams of 4, because like I do want to try doing like Hasbro base versus the original mold. So if that's in teams of 4, I will just have the point counter be up first to 4, so it goes by quicker. Alright, so we got the pot bags. So let's get this one out first. Remove this back a little bit. I will admit, this does look nice. I do like purple because I am a sucker for it, so pretty nice to get parts in purple. I'll bring down the camera a little bit. And then we got Yell's parts. Hell is a Hasbro exclusive, but when I get to the blade, I'll say what it's a retool of. Oh, yeah, the key. Alright. Well, there goes the 360. And here's our gear ball. Movement. And then let's get our points out. Wow, Kong caught himself. First time this thing actually came off. Usually just kind of hangs there. Alright, boom and boom. Alright, well, we got our blades out, so we're going to do Helm first because it's an older bay. When I say that, I mean like, you know, I had it released beforehand, just with different parts. Usually how it works are like double packs or multi-packs. The older the bay is in the pack, the one they'll be shown first, so we can give the newer bay a bit more love at the end. So, this version of Helm Knight comes with taper, which makes it classified as bounce type, which is nice. I do like my purple. Alright, well, for a quick shaft comparison though, see how Yell bits doesn't have this? The thicker this part is, the less likely it is to burst. But that's not to say, you know, obviously a bay with this can still burst compared to a bay like this not bursting. It's just, you're more unlikely to burst if you have a bay with a thick shaft compared to a bay without this kind of shaft. That's all. Not the end of the world, just something to think of. And then we have a Ratchet 580, which I think it's our only second version 580, because no Tail from Wave 1 got a 580, but I think that's been it. Because we did get a 560 with Chain and Incendio, which there was a little bit of a miss error. Some people were getting 580s, but I was one of the lucky ones, which I actually did get 560. But I think for every other bay from Wave 2 was, if they had a 5 ratchet, it was 60, so yeah. But nothing too special, just in a dark purple coloring, but has 80 height, which people aren't too fan of. If you have the same ratchet, try going for a lower version. So if you have a 560, try using that instead. Then we have the blade itself, Helm, which, let's fix it up. Which, actually with this bay, you can actually have the Hasbro version of the Dagger Dran deck set in this, obviously called, oh yeah, it's called Dran Dagger and TT, so yeah, I didn't name the Hasbro name. But yeah, for TT, every now and then they release like a deck set, which is just 3 bays. Obviously, the first bay is kind of like the selling point, the other 2 are just like fillers. But yeah, it's just kind of cool. We don't have any for Chain and Incendio. Obviously, we do have Chain and Incendio, but it's 2 filler bays in the deck set. Not out in Hasbro yet, and I don't know if there will be or not. But yeah, kind of cool. We at least have the Dagger Dran deck set now in Hasbro, which I'm curious what the other bays are. obviously it's the blue version Dagger Duran, and then the other bay is the green Kilo Shark. For Hasbro, if you want to get the base, Helm is part of this double pack. The green Kilo Shark is part of the double pack from Wave 1, which has Knife Shinobi as the other bay. By the way, this double pack is part of Wave 2. And then Dagger Duran is part of a Wave 1 set, which is part of the battle set, which you actually get the good stadium from. But yeah, still pretty cool. We got this bay in purple. I will admit there are some purple bays that do not look good, because they lean more towards pinkish purple than straight up just purple. But flip over here. Here is the QR code, which I don't know what it is with these night bays. It's nothing bad, it's just they have the most looking QR code possible. But yeah, here's the QR code in case folks do want to scan this bay into your Beyblade X app. And moving on to Yell, we do have, actually, wow, I'll show off the parts and I'll put it together. We do have a green gear ball, which just means it's ball, but it has the gears all the way down, so it has a better chance of grabbing onto the extreme rail. That's the only difference between that and the non-gear bit versions, is they just have a better chance of grabbing onto the extreme line. We have this 360 in green and orange, which does look pretty good, I will admit. And then we have Monkey Boy himself, Yell Kong, which, like I said, this is a Hasbro exclusive, which at the time of recording is still actually a Hasbro exclusive, not re-released from TT in a different version of colors. But this bay is retooled from Gale Wyvern, which, you know, either the worst or one of the worst bays in either just for stamina builds or just in general. But people have made some stuff work with it, so it's not like the end of the world. But honestly, with Hasbro retoolings, they're a little bit weaker than the predecessors, except when it comes to Steel Samurai. That one is actually a little better than its molding, so that's kind of cool. But if you take a look here, you can obviously see like these are supposed to be kind of like an ape phase. We have like some fists here. Actually, I may do a battle one day with this versing Optimus Primal for funsies. But still pretty cool. I do like the green for this combo though, like the green like real pops. And flip to the back, here is the QR code in case folks want to scan this bay into your Beyblade X app. Luckily, the QR codes are universal, and even they weren't. As soon as I finish a Beyblade X video, if it's like an unboxing one, I usually scan in the QR code right away. Well, let's put these bays together. So what you do is you first grab the blade, take your ratchet, twist to the right, but obviously if there's a left spin bay, you twist to the left, stick in the bit, and then if you want, you can make it look pretty. Boom. And then same thing with Kong. Put this in, twist to the right, stick in this, and boom, make it look pretty. Alright, let's move this out of the way. Bring in the arena, go to ×5. Yeah, it's as far out as it goes. Alright, we're going to do some test spins for both bays, and then we do a little test battle. We just launch one after the other, which is like first to one, so boom. So, up first we're doing a test launch of Helm, let it rip. Well, it's a little bit different. Usually with other taper bits, they go crazy, but I guess because of Helm's shape, it kind of does a more circle build, which is kind of cool. Alright, now we're going to do Yell Kong. Right? Yeah, that was called Kong Yell. That sounds like a name. Let it rip. Alright, kind of staying center, which is pretty cool. Actually, you can feel a bit of airflow. Alright, well, we're going to do a test battle, so just be whoever knocks out the other bay first. So we're going to launch Helm first, then we swap over to Kong to do it. But, let it rip. Now I gotta be quick about this. Let it rip. You're going to take these battles screen to sell because it's one person doing it. Alright. Now we're going to launch Yell first. Let it rip. let it rip. Honestly, I thought that was a bust. Alright, Curiosis. Off to the side. Bring back Boxy. I know it sounds like Foxy, but it's Boxy. Let's put you down. Obviously, because of your shape, you're gonna be hard, aren't you? Alright, then we got Helm. Boom. Nope. That's been my look at Beyblade X's Yao Kong 360 Gear Ball X Helm Knight 580 Taper. I thank you folks for watching this unboxing. If you folks did enjoy the unboxing, give a video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I plan as fast as I can, and subscribe and hit the bell so you be notified whenever I drop a new video, short or stream. But until next time, toodles!